Like, I'm gonna put you on game every single time. It don't take nothing away from me. I still look good. We could be twinning. I'm still the best in the room. Oh, yes, yes. We outside. We outside, yo. We outside, yo. I told y'all that when them kids are away, mommy shall play, sis. So we are using our free will today. Welcome back to another vlog, Faves. It's your girl Fee here. If you don't know who I am, my name is actually Felicia, and my subscribers like to call me their fave, and they are my faves. If you want to become a part of the Faves, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button. There is no cost to you. And if you really like this video, swipe left and hype it up for the girls, okay? So baby, we are outside already. I just pulled up to a spot that I have been wanting to go to. If y'all remember a few weeks back, I was trying to get here for some shoes and I couldn't because them children had me running around. Well, today at 260 Sample Sale is what it's called. It is, I think, in the University Park area of Dallas. They have new brands every week that they bring in, and they're usually higher end designer brands, and you're getting them for a hella discounted price, like up to 70 and 80% off. This week they have Trina Turk. I love Trina Turk. If y'all don't know who Trina Turk is, you need to get into it. Y'all know I'm a colorful girl, so I like Trina Turk. I like Farm Rio, dang near anything from Anthropology, you know, in and of itself. But I just love colors and pops, and I like to always feel like I'm at a resort. I love resort wear. Trina Turk is the queen of resort wear. And so I just pulled up here. I'm gonna see if I can find something. This is my first time ever coming here. So we just gonna peruse and cruise and see what they got and just kind of like what the layout is. But we are in University Park, which means we're also near my favorite consignment store. So I kind of want to bop over there as well and see if they got anything. Because tomorrow I'm going to an event that my girlfriend invited me out to, and it's supposed to be an event with women who are about their business. That's what we'll say. That are movers and groovers and decision makers, and they are lending a voice to conferences and things like that that are coming. So I'm excited to go to that and just to be in the room, but also lend my voice where I see fit and where necessary. But tonight we're going to dinner, me and my husband. We have a new restaurant that we're trying out, Palladino, I think it's what it's called. It's like their soft grand opening. I was invited out as a writer, so I'll be capturing content, doing all the things, all the fun things. So we got, you know, some stuff going on now that the kids are gone. Mother Nature has kicked my tail for the last 2 days, so I'm finally feel like I'm coming back to myself, y'all. I don't know what it is about the first 48 hours. I'm telling y'all, it used to be 24 hours. It used to be I'd be down for a day and then I'd be back up. But them 48 hours, I look like a bum. I take the bonnet off. I take all my clothes off. Me and Lisa be joking. Child, that time come for us, we just be sitting on the edge of the bed with nothing but diapers on and titties swinging. I ain't like, I don't want to be bothered. I don't want nothing to touch me. Everything make me hot. Like, it's just, ugh. So I'm excited to be back to myself. I got up, I washed my face, I showered, I cleaned, like I did all the things that I need to do. I still need to do my lashes because I told you I ain't like that last set. So I'm gonna swing by HEB or somewhere, girl, give me some more lashes before the night. But yes, y'all are coming with me and we're gonna see if we can find some, because I'm looking in this window right now and I already see some colorful that I might like and I might need. Girl, we made it out of there real quick and easy. Was I in there for like an hour and a half? Yes I was. I did good though. I had a lot of different things, but I only walked out with 2 dresses that I think y'all are really gonna like. I'm gonna have to show y'all at home. Apparently there's no filming and stuff in there, which understandably so, because like the dressing room was open. Like basically it was one big open room in the back for the women. You put your clothes on the rack, but we all were changing clothes in front of each other. It literally is set up like a warehouse. But now we finna go to my favorite consignment store, and it's only like a mile away. So I think I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna get me some matcha lemonade from La La Land. And by then, we should probably be heading back to the house because I got to get ready for dinner tonight.
You make me wanna throw my picture out the window. Tell MCI to cut the phone post. Break my lease so I can move. Cause you a bugaboo, a bugaboo. I wanna put your number on the call doc. FAOL, make my email stop. Cause you a bugaboo, you bugging what you bugging, who you bugging me. And don't you see it ain't cool. It's not hot that you be calling me, stressing me, paging my people, you just non-stop. And it's not hot that you be leaving me messages every 10 minutes and then you stop by.
I almost forgot to show you my dress of the night. Isn't it so cute? I got it when I was at the consignment store, closed circuit. Y'all, this is a House of CB dress. It was on consignment for $150 with 50% off. Yeah, I came up. Can you see my shoes? Just know I had the perfect pair of Cult Gaia shoes to go with these. And I wasn't even thinking of these until I got ready to go. And I was like, I know I got some shoes. Look at this. Look at it. Is that not the perfect? Literal perfection, girl. You definitely will see me in this dress again because it's such a flattering, flirty, girly dress. Like I feel all feminine and cute and all the things. But yeah. Ting! Y'all, so we have just left the restaurant. It is called Palladinos, I believe is how it's pronounced. Everything was delicious, like absolutely delicious. I love the way that they did the test kitchen, basically is what it was. So they had influencers, content creators, writers, different things like that come in, and of course we were able to drink, open bar, and go around and look at the restaurant and get pictures and videos and all of that. And then we were all invited into the kitchen where they had their main dishes out in smaller portions for you to be able to taste test everything. So they had hamburger sliders, they had what was the thing you really liked? That first thing you had?
It was a wagyu bone marrow.
Wagyu bone marrow. He's over here working, y'all, so ignore him. Wagyu bone marrow. They had cooked oysters and like this raw margarita oyster. Fire. They had sushi. They had salmon. They had desserts. Like, I was just like, oh my gosh, there's still more to try, more to try, more to try. And then they had the cutest telephone booth. So if you get the telephone booth in there, you can pick up the telephone and it rings to the kitchen and you tell them what you want and they'll bring it right out to you. So I got to test that out. It was super fun. It was really cute. Everybody was super friendly, really nice. And then they also gave us a gift upon walking out. I don't know what's in here. They said it was just like a little chocolate, but I'm like, what little chocolate comes in this box? Girl, first I saw it, I said, I know they ain't gave us no Cartier. I knew better, but you know, the box was given Cartier, okay? And this is in the Preston Hollow. So If you live in Dallas, this restaurant opens on Wednesday. So probably by the time, well, I don't know. Y'all probably gonna see this before they open, but it opens on Wednesday. Oh, those are so cute. Now those are chocolates. Those are really, really cute. I love this bag. I want to keep this bag. There's a thank you card in here, which I love. And then they also gave us an about that tells us who the head chef is and owner and all of that. I did get to meet the head chef. The owner was standing there and I could have met him, but so many people were talking to him. I was just like, okay. Like, see him next time. So I don't know. Now this is a tea ritual guide by the Macallan. Is that what it's called? Orange amaretto. We're gonna have to try this in the morning, girl. Y'all know I love my tea. So they gave both of us one. So it's great. That means I have 4 tea bags and not just 2. But anyways, that is it. That is going to end our night. That was super fun. I love doing this. Like, I know I keep saying, oh my gosh, I'm enjoying this so much. I'm enjoying this so much. I really am enjoying this so much. There was a lady in there. How old was that lady? 89 years old, y'all. And she said she just started posting 5 months ago. And now she already getting invited places. She got an assistant, like all the things. She commented me on my cleave. She was like, I was just saying how beautiful you were when you walked in, and you have a beautiful bust. I said, you know, you gotta show it while you can. She said, yes, you gotta show it while you can, and you gotta know when to stop showing it. Hello, thank ya. So yeah, it was super cute, super sweet. Took lots of pictures, got lots of videos. I'm excited to edit this content. I don't know what we're about to go do, but I know we're gonna end up at home. So there's that, girl. This is gonna be the end of our day right here, because this is the first full day with my man with our kids. Good afternoon, Faves. I know it's the afternoon the next day, girl. I had a really slow morning this morning though, y'all. Like, I really took my time. Y'all would be really proud of me. I got up, I got in the word of God, I did my devotional, I journaled, I prayed, I did all of the things. And when I tell you, today has felt like so light for me. It's just felt really, really light. And when I looked at the time, it was still like 7:30 something in the morning. So I said, let me go ahead and dive off into my reading, because I'm trying to finish this book by the end of this week. I went on live last night on Instagram, which I hadn't done in so long. And excuse me if you hear the guys mowing the lawn, but I was telling them I should probably read a book a week until my kids get back. Like, make that my own little personal challenge. So that's what I'm doing, is for every week that my kids are gone, I want to finish a book. So I'm trying to get through Ken, and then I'm going to read all 5 of the most popular Kennedy Ryan books. So Before I Let Go, Can't Let Go, what is it? Score, Real, and then the other one that's in the Before I Let Go series. I'm going to read all 5 of those. But somebody told me there's another one. I don't know if I'm going to get to that one, girl, because I used all of my Audible credits. I had like 6 Audible credits. I used all of them, and I canceled my Audible subscription because I also have a library card. Like, you know, there's that. But I was like, I'm going to use all of my credits to get through these books. I do have Before I Let Go. I bought that one paperback. I think the other ones I'm just going to try to get from the library. And if I can't get them from the library, then I'll just buy them. But that's my goal, is I'm going to be a fiction reader for the next 5 to 6 weeks. We shall see how this goes. But that's pretty much all that happened. I know that you can see that my makeup and stuff is done. So once I finally got done reading, which felt like hours, like by the time I looked up, I was like, oh my gosh, I've been in this same spot for like 3 hours. That book is so freaking good. I decided to get up, go ahead and shower, do my makeup for the day and all of that, because tonight I have that event that I'm going to on the other side of Dallas. So I got to leave the house at like, I think my app said 4:45, 5 o'clock to get there on time because it starts at 6. So I was like, let me just go ahead and do my makeup and all of that, and we'll start getting dressed soon. Like, it is 3:40 now. So we'll start getting dressed shortly, but it's not gonna take me long. Like, all I gotta do is put on my outfit and some perfume and I'm ready to head out the door. So I'm gonna be on time, and I think that's a good thing. Like, I think we should, round of applause that your good sis is going to be on time today. But I felt like, girl, we ain't really had like a sit down in a minute where we just sat and chatted about all of the things. I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that we have. I did do my lashes this morning, so I'm really happy with the way they turned out. I would say this is probably the first set where I'm actually happy with the way they turned out. Ironically, this is probably the cheapest set of lashes that I bought. These are Kiss lashes. I got them from HEB, girl. They were like $5, $6. And I love the way that they turned out. Now, in the corners, I did use some of the Falsera lashes just because I liked it was more lighter. And I don't like a lot of stuff in my corner. So I feel like the way that they, I don't know, can y'all see? You see how I did them? Yeah. Yeah. Did them, girl. So I'm really proud of the way that they turned out. But y'all, now that like the kids are gone, and I know I was super excited, like, oh my gosh, the kids are leaving, the kids are leaving. Technically, this is our third summer doing this because I was without the kids for over a month when we moved to Dallas, and then last year and now this year. So I should be used to it by now, but I'm not. Now, let me say this. I am happy that they're gone because I really needed the break. Like, I needed the mental break. I needed time to reset myself. I need to focus on my routines because I feel like I keep talking about it. But y'all know I'm not a talk about it. I like to be about it. Whatever you're saying, I want you to do. And I'm like, I need to start some type of working out. I think I'm just going to start trying to work out here at the house, y'all. I thought about joining ClassPass, but I'm like, girl, just be consistent in the house before you start venturing all outside everywhere. So I think I'm going to start trying to do, what is it, mat Pilates or something like that. I really want to do something about these arms. Yeah. Like, I have finally gotten to the point in my journey where I'm not going to hide my arms. But at the same time, when I take pictures, my arms can literally ruin a picture for me. So I want to do something to like try to tone them or whatever. I may still eventually have to get surgery on them, but I want to do what I can do while I can do it. So there's that. But last night, let me tell y'all how that went, because I don't think I got to really tell y'all all of the things. It was phenomenal. We had such a good time. We met the owner, we met the chefs, we got to go in the kitchen, we got to try all the foods. The food was phenomenal, but probably the highlight for us was we met this lady. She was 89 years old, y'all. 89 years old. Me and TJ were standing there, we're eating a little dessert or whatever, and TJ overheard her first. She was telling somebody else. I mean, it do need to be mowed, child. But she was telling somebody else she was 89. And TJ was like, what? Like, he turned around like shocked, because she did not look like what you think an 89-year-old would look like. Like, sister was fly, okay? She was so fly. And obviously we just started talking and all of that, and she was just telling us how she just started posting 5 months ago, and things have just kind of blown up for her. And now she does public speaking. She talks predominantly about aging gracefully, keeping your youthfulness and all of that. And it was so like confirming for me, because I'm somebody that is always telling the girls, like, don't lose yourself, you know, like, I don't want you to get so complacent and so stagnant and just ultimately dull in life that by the time you get to her age, you don't have awesome, wonderful adventures and stories to share. Like, that is my goal in life. I want to be the old fly lady on the porch, and I'm telling the girls how I lived, and I lived well, and where I traveled, and what me and my husband did, and what we experienced, and all of the different careers and the things that I had, and I just want to talk about all of the things. Like, I don't know how I would feel if I got to that age and I had no wisdom or experiences to pass down. And I feel like I'm witnessing just in this space, a lot of people are so complacent. I don't even think it's content. It's just stand still. You know, like, you have your kids, you have your husband, or maybe you don't. Maybe you decide that's not the route for you, but you just get to a certain age and a certain point in life that you no longer aspire for adventure or for experiences or for travel or any of that. You just do the same mundane routine day in and day out. And girl, come on, like, we got to get it together, okay? But I was reading this morning in my devotional, I'm doing the 52 weeks of the Bible. That's the devotional I use. And so it had me reading Genesis 5 through 9. And this is where it talks about the lineage, you know, where Noah came from. Obviously Adam, but it talks about who Adam bore, and then who they bore, and then who they bore. And that's basically what chapter 5 was about, right? And then we get down to Noah, like who bore Noah. And then we went through how God told him to build the ark. And y'all, let me tell y'all what really stuck out to me. And I don't think I ever caught it before. And honestly, may not have ever fully read it for myself. You know how we always refer to Noah and the ark 40 days and 40 nights. And we, you know, wrap so many things around that 40 days, 40 days, 40 days, 40 days. Not saying that it's insignificant by no means. But what I am saying is, if you actually read it, if you really read the passage for yourself, it says that Noah boarded that ship in the second month of the year on the 17th day. And that it rained for more than 150 days. Okay? It said that the rain did not stop until the 7th month of the 17th day. So it's February, March, April, May, June, July. 2nd month, 7th month. All right? So 6 times 30. That's 180 days. Then, hold up. The land wasn't even dry until the 10th month. They didn't actually get off that boat until a year. Like, girl, I was just sitting up there and I was just so flabbergasted. Like, I was so flabbergasted because this whole time, all my life, for 36 years, all I thought was that Noah was on this ark for 40 days and 40 nights. And then he got off and, you know, they went on about their business. No, girl, they were on that ark for like a year. But it just really makes you think about the way that we view tests, trials, and tribulations, and how we want things to be sped up on our behalf. You know, how we don't want to be in the wilderness. We don't want to be hidden. We don't want to be tucked away. You know, any of those things for long periods of time. And anytime it appears to be longer than what we anticipated, we become anxious. We lose our faith. We doubt. We fear. All of the things that God said he has not given us. And then to think that Noah, out of obedience, built this ark. God told him 40 days, 40 nights. He said, I'm going to flood the earth for 40 days and 40 nights. Noah was obedient. He boarded the ark. Never in that passage do you see Noah cry out to God. Do you see Noah complain to God? Do you see Noah question God and say, Lord, you told me 40 days and 40 nights. It's been 150 days. How am I going to continue to feed my family? Like, there's not one single verse that I see in this particular passage where Noah is questioning God and how much longer is it gonna take. It's like he blindly boarded this boat and he just believed. He just simply believed. And that to me was just such a revelation, because I don't know about y'all, but I mean, I've shared my journey with you guys and just some of my journey and the season that I'm in. And I will be honest with y'all and tell y'all, I didn't think it was gonna take this long. I just didn't. I didn't foresee that the stillness, the wilderness, the desert, you know, whatever you want to call it, girl, I did not see a drought in my life. I didn't think it was going to take this long. I thought maybe 3 months, 6 months, you know, something like that. To realize that it'll be a year in August and it's June. Yeah, like I definitely have my days where I'm like, Lord, how much longer? Like, how much longer? But that passage comforted me so much in just learning how to wait. And I keep having this verse just come up in my spirit: for they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up on wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Teach me, Lord, to wait. And so that is what I'm learning. I'm learning how to wait, and I'm learning how to enjoy the season of waiting. And I was talking to Jasmine the other week, and she was like, I feel like God is about to rev us up. Like, we finna work. Like, we have had to sit in this season of rest because we finna go to work. Don't know what that means, but I receive it wholeheartedly because I like working. I'm a working girl. I truly enjoy it. And I like all of the opportunities and experiences that working brings. But at the same time, it's like, okay, God, I'm going to wait. Like, I'm going to wait. And even then, I continued to read the passage, and it talked about how Ham, one of Noah's sons, had walked in on Noah because when Noah got off the boat, he built a vineyard. Noah ended up getting drunk one night, stripping down naked, child. Ham walked in, saw his daddy naked. Ham was Canaan's son, was Canaan's dad. When Ham saw his daddy naked, he ran and told his other brothers. His brothers went and got a cloth, and they walked in backwards and covered their father so they would not see him naked. Okay? When Noah woke up and heard what all had occurred, he didn't curse Ham, he cursed Canaan. Now, I sat there like, what Canaan have to do with anything? Because Canaan ain't the one that walked in on you. Cam walked in on you, you know, whatever case may be. But it dawned on me in that moment. It was like Holy Spirit said that this was the start of generational curses. And if you remember in the Bible, the land that was promised to Abraham was the land of Canaan. Remember that, because Abraham is a descendant of, hold on, girl, I'm gonna tell you who he descended of. It's the one that started with an S. It's Noah's child, though. That's what you need to know. Are we having Bible study right now? That was not my intent when I sat down, but here we are, girl. I just assumed somebody needs this message, because I know I did. It blessed me, so I hope that it blesses y'all. If y'all don't want me to talk about this stuff, just let me know. It don't mean I'm going to stop, but I'll take it into account. Let me tell you. I got to find it because I was actually reading my Bible. This is, you know, the Bible app, YouVersion. Prophecies about Noah's family. Okay, Shem. So his 3 sons were Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Well, when he woke up, he cursed Canaan. He said, Canaan is cursed. He will be the lowest of slaves to his brothers. He also said, blessed be the Lord, the God of Shem. Let Canaan be Shem's slave. Let God extend Japheth. Let Japheth dwell in the tents of Shem. Let Canaan be Shem's slave. Now, here's why that's important. Abraham was a descendant of Shem. And I thought, wow. So Shem's lineage is the lineage where Jesus came from, where David came from, where Abraham came from. It was a blessed lineage. It all came from Noah, which Noah came from Adam, right? But it just, go read it, girl. Go read it. Trust me, you're going to be blessed when you do. Girl, so my battery died. But that's okay, because I always keep 3 more charged. We will not lose connection around here. Call me for Wi-Fi. Anyways, off of that topic, I didn't show y'all what I got yesterday from the 260 sample sale. I actually did get another dress. I wore it last night. That dress, I got that from the Consignment store. But these 2 came from 260. And they are Trina Turk dresses. Is this not the prettiest? Like, when y'all see it on, you're gonna love it. It looks so good on me. It's a maxi, high quality, you know, high quality. It's the V-cut, arms out. It has pockets because we love pockets, and it goes all the way down to the ground. Now this dress, because I want y'all to see, it was $798 for $98. Nothing's wrong with it. I think that's the delivery man, but I'm not finna get up right now. Nothing is wrong with it, girl. Let me check. Because I don't just be getting up going to my door. Yeah, it's UPS. But anyway, because they solicit a lot over here. I don't know what that's about, but they do a lot of yard soliciting and all that stuff. It was a boy over here yesterday. He was riding around on his scooter going from house to house. I'm just like, child. So we don't be running to the door around here. But anyway, this dress, $798. All the dresses in there were $98. Like I said, I should have got more, but like 98 is still a lot. Don't get it twisted. 98 is still a lot. But you go from 800 to 98, it's a steal. It's a steal. It's a deal. So this is what I'm going to actually wear tonight to the event. I felt like it's going to fit the crowd, the audience that I'm going to be around. And then this dress, so this is the bottom part right here. This is like, it goes around the waist, and then this is the top. So it cuts out, well, it's turned backwards, but it cuts out on the sides here. It's sleeveless, it's flowy, super pink, which always looks good on me. This dress, regular price, $398. Yeah, I will be frequenting that place a lot. That sealed the deal for me. So if you have a 260 sample sale near you, I know there's some in New York. Like, I'm actually a little upset because the ones in New York this week had Farm Rio. And if you know me, you know that I'm a Farm Rio fan, stan, dedicated. Like how the girls are about Beehive, that's how I am about Farm Rio. And I'm a little upset because it's one of those things where you can only go in store to shop it. You can't go online to shop it. Now they do have some that they put online. I think they usually do maybe like 2 or 3 a week at a time that are separate from what they have in the stores, but totally different. Like it's not Farm Rio online and Farm Rio in the store. Like it might be Philip Leem online, Farm Rio in NYC. Then they have Trina Turk in Dallas, and then they may have another brand in Miami. Like it's just location based. And so that made me a little sad because I love Farm Rio and I would do anything to get my hands on a ton of Farm Rio for little to nothing. But it's okay. It's going to come around. I don't know when, but it's going to come around. But yeah, we might have to start making frequent trips there because I'm a high quality clothing girl. But obviously in this season, I have to manage these things wisely. I have to make wise decisions. So anyways, I'm gonna go steam this out a little bit. It doesn't need a lot of steaming, but from being in that bag, it needs some, like kind of towards the bottom. So I'm gonna go steam this out and get ready. And then I'll show y'all the whole look before I leave the house. I don't think I'm gonna take my camera with me tonight because this event is at someone's house. And so, you know how that goes. We're not gonna do all that. Oh, let me go see what's at the door. I think that you be it. Oh, child. I love this blanket, but when I tell y'all, I get so twisted up in it. My gosh. Let me tell y'all something. If don't nobody else send PR, L'Oreal will. L'Oreal will absolutely send PR, and we appreciate it. We are grateful. Girl, they gave me my favorite L'Oreal extensionist. So we have another one of those. Some more infallible spray. I think I have so much infallible spray. I don't know if I'm ever going to run out. Legit. Then they sent me True Match Medium Deep. I've never tried this, so we'll have to try this one day. It actually does look like it's my color for sure. Let's see. It's very lightweight. Very, very, very lightweight, but it's blending. Can y'all see it? You probably can't even see it, can you? Okay, there you go. It's blending in very well on my hand. So super lightweight, probably good for the summer. It says super blendable foundation, so that makes sense. They sent me another infallible blurfection powder, and they sent me another eyeshadow stick. No, hold on, wait now, wait. This is a blurring lip contour. Oh, okay, we gotta open this. Okay, L'Oreal. Let's see. Ooh, that looks like it has the potential to be pretty. Let's see. I might try that tonight. But yes, girl, I'm never gonna run out of my favorite mascara, and I'm dang sure never gonna run out of setting spray. That's for sure. So thank you, L'Oreal. I appreciate it. I'm trying this tonight, so I'm gonna circle back and let y'all know what my thoughts are on this. But in the meantime, between time, let me go steam this dress so that I can stay on time and not be rushing. All right, y'all, so it's 5 o'clock on the dot. I gotta go, but this is the dress. This is how it looks. It hits the ground, like literally hits the ground. I'm gonna wear some Jimmy Choo gold shoes. They already headed to the car. I got some flats to drive in, but literally I gotta go. So I'll see y'all after the event. It's the next day. Yeah, and it's 9:45 in the morning. Why am I already in my car? Like, it's too early in the morning. Mind y'all, I didn't get home till 10 o'clock last night. Literally. The event was supposed to end at 8. It did not end until 9. And I thought I was going to be able to get me some Henderson's chicken. They closed at 9, so I had to settle for sweet greens and an hour ride home, okay? But we made it. We survived, and now we're up. We're up because I had an 8 o'clock a.m. face-to-face in-person meeting this morning. I'm meeting with someone that I can potentially partner with to do more social media strategy, content, marketing, and stuff like that for, and just kind of work, I guess, under his umbrella in a way as a contractor. So we'll see how that goes. And I decided that I wanted some Cracker Barrel. Sue me. Okay? I want a little Cracker Barrel panty cake for myself this morning. So that is where we currently are, because what was the point of going home? When I go home, I got to edit today because I got to get y'all vlog up. It was supposed to be up last night, but I was in that thing. And let me say this. Women over a certain age, we have got to do better. We've got to do better. So the event in and of itself, beautiful, gorgeous, gorgeous. I want to show y'all the skyline from that girl. The skyline from her home. Oh my God, it's what every girl dreams of, or at least what every city girl dreams of, like me, okay? That skyline was absolutely beautiful. I remember just standing in the window and just looking out and just in awe, because who has views like this? It was so amazing. So we were actually at Dr. Helen Giddings' house. She's a former Texas state representative. She's an entrepreneur in airport concessions. I learned so much about her. She had these pictures, this like whole stand of just all of these pictures. Baby, she know everybody. Everybody. Every president. Bush, Obama, Clinton, Hillary. She got pictures of Hillary when they was young, girl. She had pictures with Mandela, Sterling K. Brown, like everybody. I was just like, wow, like this lady has lived. And y'all know how I feel about being a lady that has lived. And so it was just inspiring to me, and it really just reaffirmed like the idea of me wanting to have a life that was well lived. But anyway, so the reason that we were there was because they do this annual conference there, and she wanted input from women my age as well as younger, where we were able to offer them some insight on what it is that we want to see at this conference, as well as what would it take to get younger generation, mid-20s, in the seats. And I listened to everybody in that room, and if y'all know me, y'all know, like, I only say something when I feel like it absolutely needs to be said. And I'm usually the last one to speak because I want to hear what everybody else has to say. I want to make sure that I am not saying again what somebody else has said, because that is like one of my pet peeves, is when you get in a room, you don't be listening, and so then you just want to speak, you just want to be seen, you want to speak, so then you say something that somebody said 10 minutes ago. I can't stand when people do that, but nevertheless, I digress. So I listened to everybody in the room, and honestly, the insight that was being shared, it wasn't bad, it just wasn't relevant to what they were asking. And what they were asking was how to get a younger demographic in the room. So I listened, and I listened, and I listened. Y'all know some people just like to hear themselves talk. And so finally I offered, my insight, which, if I do say so myself, was very valuable. Okay. It was one of those situations where you go in a room and you feel inadequate, but you also know that that's the room that you're meant to be in. Like, God placed you in that room for a reason and a purpose. And that's the thing. Like, I am not degreed. I have not a nan degree in the first. And I have contemplated recently over the last few months, like, should I go back to school and finish? I don't really have a desire. It's just kind of like, what else am I doing with my time? Like, that kind of feeling. But I don't have a degree. Did I go to college? Yeah, some college, but I did not graduate. So nevertheless, I have accomplished, I know for myself, more in my life than some people dream or even fathom. And I'm grateful for those experiences. But I will be honest and say that sometimes I get in the room with women who have all of these degrees and all of these accolades and all of these acronyms and letters and things beside and behind and in front of their name, and their, C-suite and executives and VPs and so on and so forth. And so sometimes I feel a little small, I shrink. But then I'm just reminded that I wouldn't be in the room if I wasn't needed, if my voice wasn't needed, if my insight wasn't needed. Because although they have done all of those things, 90% of them have not been in my seat. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, yeah, let me share my insight. And so I just began to share what I thought could be beneficial to the question that they were asking, because I like to stay on topic, And after I got done talking, and it was so funny because, like, you could see the facial expressions on the women, because basically I was going against what a lot of them had shared, because I felt like a lot of them were sharing from a place of upper echelon. I don't want to say snootiness, but just from a place of, I've gotten to a certain level, and this is what it would take for my level. And my thing is, that's cool, but that's not the question that was asked. Let's focus on the question that was asked, okay? And so, I basically was honest with them, like, hey, if you want to reach the demographic that you're saying, you need to focus on how can you create impact. And I said, I'll be honest, I stopped going to conferences because oftentimes I felt like I would be in the crowd wondering, why am I not on the stage? Like, when you've done so many different things, when you have that experience. And I know I'm not the only one that felt that way, because literally the room was like, yes, And I said, I think the thing is, the older generations always say they're reaching back, they're reaching back, they're reaching back. But I feel like it's with this expectation of the younger generations to rise up to the level that they're at, when really you need to come down and meet them where they are. You need to meet them where they are. I said, right now, these kids are consumed with social media. They only care about influencing and content creation and proximity. I said, so how can you get proximity to what they desire in the room? Because they were like, I think the tickets were a certain price point that, honestly, I don't know no 20-year-old that would pay that. And I said, you're saying that you have sponsorships for tickets, so why not take those sponsorships and conjoin and collaborate with an influencer that actually matters to them, and have that influencer do a giveaway with the idea that you're going to sit at the table with me. The girls would flock to be in proximity to that person. That's what they care about. And I said, I know nobody wants to hear that that's what matters, but that's what matters to them. It is what it is. So then there was this lady that got up and she goes, I'm gonna stand up because you know I'm a litigator. Okay. And she was like, but I have to respectfully disagree with you. And I said, oh, I like disagreeing. Because I feel like that's how you get to a solution. Right? If everybody in the room agrees and everybody's trying to be palpable and everybody's, you know, trying to go along and get along, when do you get to the action steps? I like disagreeing. Let's disagree openly, respectfully, you know, but at the same time, her idea of disagreeing with me was basically to say that I can afford the amount of the ticket and, you know, I may not be coming in the room wanting the same things that the younger generation wants. So maybe have something separate for them. Now, ladies, as we age and we're all going to get older, what the high hell? Like, why would you want to segregate and separate yourself from the younger generation that you judge every single day because they aren't rising to this occasion or to this level that you feel that they should be at? Well, if you are supposed to be the mentor that they need and you aren't reaching back, and I mean really reaching back, I mean really getting down on their level, really meeting them face to face, how do you... So in that moment, I said to myself, I didn't say it out loud, but I said to myself, okay, well, let the conference die, because that's what's going to happen. Same thing that happened with churches, right? It's the exact same thing that happens with churches. The older people aren't willing to adapt and adjust and change their ways. They want everything to stay the way that they said it. And then they wondering 10 years down the line, why ain't the young people in the church no more? Because you weren't willing to listen. You weren't willing to adjust. You weren't willing to adapt and just be more open to what it's going to take to get them in the building. And I told the lady, I said, ma'am, you're not looking for people to just buy tickets. You're looking for loyalty. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for people who are going to set the date on their calendar every single year to be at this event. And in order to do that, you're going to have to meet them where they're at. And I said, if you want more information, hit me. Okay? It's one of those things where sometimes you got to walk in the room knowing that you know what you know. And it's not a cocky thing. It's not a brag. It's just, this is a gift from above. This is a gift from God. I know what I know. And you can never take away from me what I know. You can go back and forth with me about it. You can argue with me about it. But one of the things about me is when people ask me for insight and things like that, and I actually offer them real insight and I didn't charge you for it, and the first thing that you do is try to justify to me why you're doing what you're doing or why you did it previously the way that you did it, and it really feels like you're no longer open to the suggestions that you just asked for, I shut down. I stop talking. Because one thing ain't nobody gonna do is waste my breath. That's one thing ain't nobody gonna do is waste my breath. I will literally stop talking and just stare at you. Did I enjoy being in the room? Yes. And I actually, when I walked away, I thank God. I was like, oh my gosh, like, Lord, I thank you for allowing me to use my voice, because this has definitely been a season where I felt like my voice was invaluable. Where I felt very surface level. I haven't felt very deep thought, you know, just out of fear of saying things, sharing things, judgment, what people gonna say, what people gonna take and run with it, what article are they gonna write about the chat, you know, all of the things. And so I almost kind of felt silenced. And so to be in a room where I felt like, yeah, I know what the hell I'm talking about, I needed that. I needed that moment. And I like called Jasmine after and I said, you know, there was a moment where I was going to text you and say, do I feel inadequate? Yes. Do I feel like I still belong in this room? Absolutely. You know, and I got a lot of compliments on my dress. A lot. Like, a lot. And I ain't even get to show y'all my fragrance, girl, because I got compliments on that too. I was wearing Nomad Bond number 9. Yeah. I went up there, T down, baby. That dress was a hit for the girls. So I'm glad that I got it. And then, like, even they were, like, complimenting my dress so much. And y'all know me, like, I be for the girls. So I was like, oh, you can get this dress this week. Like, I was telling you, I was like, go to 260 sample sale. This dress was $798. You can get it for $98. And I remember doing that one time around Mark because somebody had complimented something that I had on. And I immediately was like, oh, girl, I got to hear da-da-da. And Marka looked at me. She's like, you really are a girl's girl. Hell yeah. Like, what me wearing it got to do with you wearing it? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you like it, I love it. If you love it on me, I want you to love it on you. Like, I'm going to put you on game every single time. It don't take nothing away from me. I still look good. We could be twinning. I'm still the best in the room. Don't ever get it twisted. But anyways, let me go get my food. Meal for one. Thank you.
Hello, vlog. What's your channel name?
Felicia Jarrell.
Felicia Jarrell? Jarrell? Felicia Jarrell. Subscribe, y'all. Get that 100K, right?
Yes. Okay.
All right, you ready?
Okay.
So first you're gonna make a diamond here.
Okay. See, I would have never done that.
Okay. Then you can jump this one.
Okay.
And then you're gonna be able to double jump here.
Double jump.
Uh-huh.
Nobody ever told me that was a rule.
Well, so you jump that one and then you can jump that one. So it's kind of like a double jump. And then here, you're gonna bring this one forward, so then you can jump it back. And then you're gonna jump this one.
Okay.
Jump this one. Jump this one. Jump that one. And then there's one left.
You know what? Okay. Now I'm gonna try to dupe this.
I told you, you got it down to a
He like
science.
did a diamond
See how he like
jump.
worked his way down here? He's pulling out all these terms and stuff.
I'm like, I don't know what none of this is.
Well,
We
I'll
gonna
leave
figure
you
it
to
out. Did y'all see that? That man said diamond jump. Girl, what is a diamond jump? I ain't never heard of no diamond jump. See, this is where he started. So remember to keep that one is the loose one. Okay? And I done already forgot what he did.
Yesterday, Katy Perry's ex-husband interviewed with Megyn Kelly and was excited to explain how he was 30 and having sex with a 16-year-old because it's legal in England. Katy Perry's, that's right.
I made it back, and I don't know where the time has gone, but it's 5 o'clock. And we have to leave the house at 7 to go to the dinner that we are going to tonight. Y'all know the dress that I'm wearing. I already showed y'all the pink dress. I had already steamed it out. So I think I'm about to get ready to actually do my makeup, like full face. Because what I put on this morning, Chad, was just something real quick since it was an 8 o'clock meeting with concealer, a little powder, and go. But I'm about to micellar water this off and do my makeup. I think I want to film a get ready with me, like a reel. I'm still trying to find my groove with what I want to do with reel, short form in general, because I genuinely love long form. But I know in order to get to where I want to go and to do the things I want to do, short form has to be involved. So I think that I'm going to film some sort of get ready with me. And then me and my husband, he said we're leaving at 7. So I got about an hour to do my makeup. I want to shower, put on my perfume, all the things, and then head to dinner with him. I'm hoping it's good, y'all, because eating dinner at 8 o'clock at night and it's an hour away, which means it's an hour drive back home, which means we're not going to get home till like 11 something tonight. It better be good. It better be delicious. So far, all the restaurants they have sent me to have been good though. So, girl, I'm just tired. Like, I'm really upset I had to meet that man at 8 o'clock this morning. I'm tired. It's summertime. I'm supposed to be in the bed minding my business, girl. But I was listening to podcasts with Dominique Morgan on it. What's this? Mona. Y'all watch Mona? She the light-skinned black lady. She real funny to me. Like, I see a lot of clips of her. But when I had got on my YouTube to watch another vlog, it popped up. So I just went ahead and clicked on it. The conversation has actually been really, really intriguing. I finally whipped out my SD card reader today that goes to my iPhone so that I can start creating more content on my camera and pulling straight from my camera into my phone and editing it. So that's why I think I want to try to do it, get ready with me, and just see how that goes and like edit it on the highway while my husband is driving and see if I can get that posted. But oh, girl, I just need a nap. Anyways, let's get ready. Here is the outfit, or at least here's the dress. I don't know if y'all can see the shoes. I'll just take one off. So I'm wearing my Dolce & Gabbana. These are some oldie but goodies. I just think they're so cute. They're super easy to walk in and comfortable for the night. That's what I'm gonna wear, y'all. This dress is actually a little big. I should have gotten a medium. So because it's bigger, it's not giving me that cinch that I would get. Okay, babe, if it were the correct size. I maybe even could have gotten a small, honestly, with how much room I have in the large, because like, yeah. So it's just not like, I'm gonna take it to a tailor or something and like get it taken in, because there's a lot of room. You see what I'm saying? You see how different it looks when I pull it in versus when I let it out? But nevertheless, girl, we gotta go. He just headed to the car, so I'm gonna grab my purse and my phone and dip to the car too.
Got an attitude, what you better say, so I ain't mad at you. For sure. I'm a fuck Percocet, but on my baby poppin' that Adderall. For sure. Way too rich to drive a Rover. Made $1 million on the stove. She like to put it in her nose. Pretty bitch with white toes. I done put it on the bros. I done put her in the rose. I done put up in the ghost. I done reached all my goals. Yeah, pull up with Yeezy and dollar sign. I'm all about business, I'm man of mine. Pull up in the church like Caliban. Pull up with a rocket like number 9. I don't want your hoes. Young nigga reach all the goals. Let her suck the dick, said she was a pro. She straight with teeth, I'ma tell her to go. Go. Head so good, she an honor room. She ride a dick like a carnival.
We are back at the house. I'm feeling all discombobulated and whatnot, but I'm gonna get it together. Dinner was good. It was delicious. I think this was only their 4th day open, they said. They were super nice, super sweet. Treated us to all of the things. Like, basically, it's a taco spot. It is a Mexican spot from Cabo. This is their first US-based location. And so there's apps and there's tacos. That's essentially what they have. And then, of course, drinks. Tacos were delicious. They did have like this cheesy taco that I guess is like their popular one, or the one that they're most excited about. I'm not the biggest fan of cheese though, so I wasn't the most excited about it. I did try it, had good flavor, but I tasted way too much cheese for myself. The shrimp one is the one that I liked. Duh, because I like shrimp. But the owner, manager, I'm not sure, he came over to the table and he gave me this gift. Now, I don't know what all he said to me, because they had a live band, and where they set us, it was really loud. I don't know what them people had said to me all night, girl. But this is the gift that he gave me. And so this is supposed to be agave, 100% agave. Okay. Is this alcohol or just agave? 86 proof. Nah, that's alcohol. Okay. 86. The words is little, honey. But anyway, so it comes with this. And he said that I am supposed to pour this into this and then take the worm salt, put a little worm salt down, put it back, And then he told me to try the grasshoppers. Y'all tried grasshoppers before? Because they look like dead grasshoppers. At first, like, cause one of the waiters told me, "Hey, have you had the grasshoppers?" and da da da. At first, I thought that was just something they were calling, like a meal or a dish or something like that. I ain't know them people meant actual grasshoppers. Yeah. So, other than that, we had a great time. Y'all know I love being out with my husband. So, anytime that we get to just spend time together and catch up and talk and all the things, like, I love it down so much. I love hanging out with him. And so that was great. I'm grateful for the gift, even though I'm not about to eat nobody grasshoppers. I am grateful for the gift. You know, I like going places and feeling a little VIP. Who doesn't like going somewhere and feeling like they got a little bit of VIP for the evening? So that was cool. That was sweet. I got my cup in from Jazz. She got me my first hydro flask. So I'm going to fill this up with water before I go to bed tonight. Put it in my bedside. But anyways, girl, I am tired. Okay. It is 10:29 at night. So basically 10:30. I'm tired. I'm about to go take this makeup off, snatch this wig off my head, strip down out of these clothes, catch up on Love Island, and get me a good night's rest. So I'll catch y'all next time.